سلام، امیدوارم حالتون خوب باشه. رسیدیم به قسمت هفتم واکترو بازی فاینال فانتزی 16. تو این قسمت ادامه ماجراجویی کلایو رو داریم واسه برگردوندن بررها، یه جورای آزاد کردنشون و آوردنشون به هایدوی. 5 سال از اون اتفاقات اخیر گذشته، از اون جایی که سید کشته شد و حالا ما یه جورایی خودمون رو جای سید جا زدیم که اون لگسی سید رو بخوایم دنبال کنیم، بقیه بهمون اعتماد داشته باشن. بریم ببینیم که توی این اپیزود چه اتفاقی منتظر کلایو و دوستاشه. بریم ببینیم هایدوی چطوری شده. اوه، چه منظره خوشگلی.
That night 5 years ago, we destroyed what for many was a symbol of hope. For a reason they'll never know. We cannot blame them for thinking us the cause of their misery. Though it's to give them a better tomorrow, they see only that we've made their lives harder today.
بعد از اتفاقاتی که 5 سال گذشته افتاده، حالا قشنگ همه بررها یه جورایی بدبین شدن به اون عقیده که سید داشت. فکر میکنن کاری که ما داریم میکنیم فقط زندگیشون داره روز به روز سخت‌تر میکنه و یه جورایی دیگه بهمون اعتماد گذشته رو نداره.
I honestly don't think it mattered to him if that choice was right or wrong. Only that it was our own.
I miss him.
A world where we can live and die as equals. That's what he wanted.
جهانی که بتونیم زندگی کنیم و بمیریم به مساوات، یعنی دقیقاً عقیده‌ای که سید داشت. این واسه همینه که باید اون لگسی سید رو ادامه بدیم. میراث سید.
Rides over lovebirds, home sweet home.
این هایدوی جدیده چه خوبه. شت، عجب شاتی. راضیم. هایدوی جدید چه خوبه. عملا یه اسکله است. اوکی. هوم سویت هوم. بریم ببینیم چه خبره. این بالا که همون آپگریدامونه یا شاپ و این چیزا. خوبه همشون الان دیگه کنار همن. نمیخواد هی از این ور محیط برم اون ور محیط. بریم بالا با اوتو صحبت کنیم. واقعا طراحی خوبی داره این بخش. راضیم از دیزاینش. بیرونم که ویوش خیلی خوشگله. خیلی خوشگله.
There you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sent his thanks.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us.
انجام به اوتو گفت همه اون بیررایی که نجات دادیم انگار دوست نداشتن بیان به ما بپیوندن، چون الان ما دیگه اوتلاو به حساب میایم.
Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should be back any day now.
Understood.
گوم ظاهرا رفته یه جایی حواسش به نیروهای ریپابلیکنه.
Still can't work that one out.
ایشون کیه؟
There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons.
بریم یه قبل اینکه بریم ابجکتیو رو انجام بدیم یه سر بزنیم ببینیم چیزی واسه آپگرید هست بخوایم انجام بدیم. کجا بود؟ آره اینجا. سمت راست تا ته چپ. اوکی. بریم. بریم. هم یه سر بریم ببینیم آیتم جدید واسه خرید هست و همین که یه سرم پیش اون بلک اسمیت واسه کرافت. زارم اون خانومی که دیدیم اونجا اسمش ویویانه. بیا اینجا ببینم هاش خانم چی داری واسمون؟
Well, don't just stand there gawping. Coin purse weighing you down.
نه 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 همچنان این بچی نه. چرا هیچی جدید نداره که من بخوام بگیرم؟ یعنی حتی این امیولت جدیدی هم که آوردی اصلا به درد من نمیخوره. اتوماتیک چارج ماجیک میخوام چیکار؟ نه هیچ کنش به درد نمیخوره. لیمیت بریک هم نه. لیمیت بریک خودش همینجوری زود پر میشه. حالا 6% هم بخواد کمک کنه که هیچی. اینا موزیکه. الکسیر در جا خونو کل اچ پی رو پر میکنه دیگه. شمشیر جدید نایس. اتک و استگرش 10 تا قوی تر بسازیم. راضیم. این ور چی نداریم به درد نمیخوره. آبگیر جدید نداریم. این لعنت بهت یعنی فقط این هم مدل یه شمشیر. ناراحتم. برگردیم پیش بیبیان. اینم که ترینینگ سنگی که میبرده اون ترینینگ.
Trust I'm not intruding.
دیگه مزاحمت که نشدم. دیگه از از مأموریت برگشتی.
One might say the same of you, Vivian Ninetails.
ویویان ناینتیلز. اسمش ویویان نهدمه.
And none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here?
الان یه جوری داره 5 سال گذشته رو زارن میخواد توضیح بده. آره.
Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern storm has endured, recent days
این کینگدام آف سامبرک اون تیکه‌های بالا رو که می‌بینید بلایته. و این ورم سرزمین ولود اشتباه نکنم چون سامبرک با ولود درگیر بود. این ور جنوب محیطشون بلایت به فاک داده اون ور بالا و با هم درگیر شدن. دقیقا همون جنگی که 5 سال پیش داشتیم می‌دیدیم.
Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the crystalline dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor, a nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Walud,
Kingdom of
and
Walud.
of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
یه جوری این بلایت قشنگ همه رو انداخته به جون هم که بخوام برن سرزمینشون رو گسترش بدن، به ماده کریستالی بیشتری دسترسی پیدا کنن.
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves
خب
even.
دوباره
Even.
بگو میخوای یه مأموریت بهم بدی.
Right.
بگو میخوای برم یه جا
Return this
فلان
volume
کارو
to
کنم.
old tomes in the
بله.
shelves. Tell him it was adequate.
مرسی ازت.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
دوباره چند تا مأموریت داستانی معمولی انجام میدیم که یه جوره کار پیش و پا افتاده است تا وارد اون مأموریت اصلی بشیم. مأموریت اصلی که خب همش مأموریت اصلیه، اون مأموریت مهمتره بشیم.
Norseman Harpocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
Ready? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head. But
داره رو موجودایی که تو دریکس هد دیدیم، اینا که مثلا یه هیولای خاصی بودن، داره رو اونا تحقیق میکنه ببینیم به نتیجه خاصی میرسه یا نه.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in
که کلایو گفت کتاب بیشتری در اختیار قرار میدیم، که گفت خب هر چی کتاب بیشتر قرار بدی به در نمیخوره، اون کتاب درست رو باید داشته باشه.
many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Not too tired to go filching Kupo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
The twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they
این
laugh
دو تا دوقلویی
far too
که
well for one so young.
دیدیم
The
اینجا،
loss of their parents weighs heavy on them. However well they hide it.
آره
Titan took much
این
from
دو
us
تا
that
دوقلویی
night,
که دیدیم تو اون 5 سال
some
پیش پدر مادرشون
more
از
than
دست
others.
دادن.
And the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which
گفت
is
با
why
وجودی
we
که
give
پدر
them the
مادرشون از
time
دست
they need.
دادن خوب سر و پا هستن و یه جورایی
That we
دارن
must.
با قضیه
Just as I
کنار
must
میان
give you
کامل.
the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day. Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
برگردم به استراحتگاه.
Not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself.
تاریاسین
And it's
همون
all thanks to
دختر
you,
هیلر
Tara.
است تو هایدوی،
The scalpel did most
اونی
of the
که
work.
هیل میکرد.
Before I forget,
موقعی
a
که
waiter
دعوا
was
شد
here
اومد
with a
سریع
letter
به
from
گب
Gav.
گفت پاشو
Otto
بریم.
left it on your
اینم
desk.
مارک رو صورت خودش رو سوزونده ظاهرا
All right.
که مشخص نباشه برندده.
Then you get some rest.
چه تیپش باحال شده اینجا.
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
ظاهرا گب واسمون یه نامه گذاشته بریم بخونیم. این چیه؟ Wall of Memories. اوکی اون پایین زده چقدر مموری هست. الان یه دونه‌شو داریم. این همون سنگیه که سید به عنوان فندک استفاده میکنه. اونم خنجر سید و خنجر کلایو. اونجایی که قرار شد برن مادر کریستال رو نابود کنن، خنجرشون رو هر کدوم کوبیدن روی کریستاله به عنوان حالا عهد و پیمانی که با هم بستن که توی این کار با هم باشن. یه جورایی اونو اینجا گذاشته به عنوان وال آف مموریز. این یه دونه از اون مموری هایی که فکر کنم به دست باید بیاریم تو بازی. ببینید نامه گف چیه. آها تو این ریدینگ تیبل نامه گزارش هایی که واسه لایو فرستاده میشه میاد اینجا، میتونیم بخونیم ببینیم چی به چیه، اطلاعات بیشتری از جهان بازی و اتفاقاتی که داره میفته کسب کنیم. هر بار که برمیگردیم تو هایدوی ظاهر امکان داره نامه جدید ببینیم. خب چی داره میگه؟ میگه ارتش ریپابلیکن با امپراتوری تو این سایت درگیر شده و من آف دراک هم به عنوان خط مقدم سامن شدن. یه چیز بزرگ داره اتفاق میفته احساس میکنم و میبینم که منتظر منی، یعنی یه جوره آماده شده که منو ببینی.
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randala in Hugo Kuka's charge.
ریپابلیکن آرمی همون ارتشیه که دامیننت تایتان،
Good news.
اون کله خره که زد هایدوی قبلی و ترکون، اون داره رهبریشون میکنه.
This is our chance, the one we've been waiting for.
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
What?
He did.
اون پره که تو اپیزود قبل تو بیداری و بیهوشی گرفت، پس کامل اونجا بیهوش نبود، یه چیزایی یادشه، صدای جاشوا رو شنیده و دیدتش قشنگ. نایس. پس یه جوره فهمیده که جاشوا میتونه زنده باشه، این زنده است هنوز. ایول.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does.
جیل بهش گفت به نظر برمیگرده پیشمون. کلایو هم گفت اونجوری که میشناسمش آره و باید آماده باشیم موقعی که برمیگرده.
To a world without mother crystals.
هدف هم همین، همه ماده کریستالا رو از بین ببرن، چون که بیشتر از اون چیزی که داره بهشون میده داره ازشون میگیره، داره سرزمین رو نابود میکنه و همه افتادن به جون هم. پس همین هرچی زودتر باید ماده کریستالا رو نابود کرد. اوه جاشوا هم تیپش عوض شده. چه باحال شده تیپش. من یه چیزی واسم سواله. الان هرچی جاشوا رو دارم این مدلی میبینم بیشتر میاد تو ذهنم. ما تو تایم پیش درآمد بازی اونجایی که به فینیکس گیت حمله شد واسه یه مدت کوتاهی با جاشوا بازی کردیم. نکنه دوباره گیم پلی جاشوا رو داشته باشیم تو این حالت که الان یه جوره کامبدش پخته ترم شده. اگه این سورپرایز تو بازی باشه واقعا خفن میشن. دوست دارم ببینم همچین چیزی. نظرم خیلی حرکت خوبیه اگه یه جا با جاشوا دوباره بازی کنیم.
Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
Master Clive, a moment if you... my apologies.
مرسی که پریدی تو بدون هیچ اجازه‌ای و در زدنی. واقعا ممنونم ازت.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
مارتا گم شده. مارتا همون زن است که صاحب مسافرخونه بود. اسم مسافرخونه‌ش هم مارتاز رست بود اگه اشتباه نکنم. که دوست سید و گوم بود.
What would make Martha leave the rest?
تو اون دهکده. بریم با تو صحبت کنیم ببینیم چی میشه.
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest.
یه سری از نیروی امپراتوری که تو روزاریا هستن، یعنی تحت کنترل اون حالا فرمان روای روزاریان، به مارتا مسافرخونه‌اش حمله کردن و مارتا بدون اینکه حرفی به کسی بزنه ناپدید شده. میگه از بعد اون اتفاقات تو ایست پول، اتفاقاتی که باعث شد لیدی هانا اینا بمیرن، به اون دهکده حمله کردن و همه رو کشتن. ظاهرا بعد از اون اتفاق مدام داره به دهکده مختلف حمله میشه. و خب تنها هدفش هم اینه که یعنی میان که بررا رو بکشن، همون کسایی که برنددن رو صورتشون یه علامت حکم برده و دارن.
They should help speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
Okay. جای جدیده باز شد. جای جدید که نیست، همون آره مارتاز رسته، چک پوینتی که روبروی دقیقا مسافرخونه مارتاست. شت. امیدوارم این یکی دیگه نمورده باشه.
Sid? What said you'd be coming?
I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. And it appears he was right.
You, could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials descended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey sheltering Martha's bearers.
گفت ایده داری که نیرو امپراتوری کجا رفتن؟ گفت رفتن سمت فلانجا و اونجا دقیقا همون جایی بود که یه حالت پناهگاه بود که یه کشیش طوری داشت از یه مش برره مریض مراقبت میکرد که مال مارتا بودن، یه جور برده‌های مارتا بودن، واسه مارتا کار میکردن. از اونجا از اونا نگهداری میشد. مثل که رفتن اون سمت. بریم امیدوارم کسی این وسط حداقل مارتا نمرده باشه، به موقع برسیم.
Cole is right. That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up. When did you get so big?
We're not alone.
Look. Up ahead.
آرتاس؟ آره خودشه. او خوب زنده است.
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something.
گفت نگران من نباشین، پاشین برین، اونا بیشتر به شما کمک نیاز دارن.
Black shields, that's what happened.
بلک شیلد.
Black shields.
ظاهرا نیروی جدیدن. یادم نمیاد اسمشون رو شنیده باشم.
They were going to hang us both when the sick rose from their beds. Poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Then they may still be alive. Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn?
و فکر میکنی که خودت تنهایی بتونی برگردی به مسافرخونه با این وضعیت؟
Thank you, Clive.
فکر میکنم ازت متشکرم کلای.
Black shields. Is this some sort of twisted joke? There has only ever been one order of shields.
بیان به جنگیم ببین.
They fought to defend all her citizens.
Seems a step too far, even for the Empire.
نه تو. لول اپ شدیم. لول 25. نایس. رسیدیم به همون کلیسای شبیه کلیساست. البته کلیسای دیگه. از کلیسای به عنوان پناهگاه واسه اون بررای مریض استفاده کرد. شد همشون مردن. دیر رسیدن. اگه این دریفت کنترلر منو پاره نکنه ممنون میشم. تو. آره همه مردن. همه رو کشتن ازدن. لعنت بهشون.
No.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers.
خونتون پارست. برد میدم. با شمشیر پارش میکنم.
These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offense.
او پس اینا بلک شیلد دادن. آره. تا حالا با اینا نجنگیدی. تیپشون جدیده کاملا. چرا آرمورشون ولی خوشگله. آرمور خوشگلی دارن.
On these our swords we swear. How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
بیاین اینجا ببینم. بیاین. دهن همتون صافه. اینو بخورید. اینم یه اوری اتک. بسوزید. کثافت آشغال. یکم ادب توک کرد که خوش نده. مثلا یکی دیگه مونده. آره تموم.
Is that all of them?
I think so.
حس کنم بازم باید باشن. خب ظاهرا نیست. تموم شد کوست. یه اکسسوری گرفتیم. اون اکسسوری ها همون ننداختم واسه یه فلیم آف ریبرس. بیا تو بیا اینجا. خب این که اتک میده، این که 10% XP، این که پول بیشتر میده رو ور میداریم. این که کول داون فلیم آف ریورس رو 10 ثانیه کمتر میکنه میذاریم. اینجا همه مردن. شت.
The abbot.
قشنگ همه رو سلاخی کردن.
The bearers died protecting him, calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
این یکی هنوز زنده است.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true. The Black Shields will return. The cullings will continue.
بهترین راه واسه جلوگیری همه اینا
This area will never be saved.
اینه که همه مادر کریستالا رو هر چه سریعتر نابود کنه.
Tell Mother to beg Sid's aid and tell her this wasn't her fault.
بنده خدا نمیدونه که سید مرده. البته ما خودمون سیدیم الان.
In here. We found a survivor.
Clive.
تو دیگه نگو بهش کلایف.
He's gone.
آها خب بگو. اوکی.
We've laid the abbot to rest. But the bearers, they didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Radix jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to...
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
برگردم پیش مارتاز رست. آها اینجاست. نیم ساعت دارم میگردم میگم چرا نمیبینمش. خیلی یار میبینم با نبود مینی مپ بازی مشکل دارن. با دیفالت من مشکل با این بخش ندارم، ولی مثلا واسه مواقعی که اینجوری میخوایم ببینین راه کجاست، تو محیط بزرگ منظورمه، مینی مپ خیلی میتونست کمک کنه، مسیر رو بهتر میدید تا اینکه مثلا من الان مپ رو بخوام باز کنم ببینم از اینجا باید دور بزنم، چون معمولا این تیکه ها تو خود مینی مپ نشون داده میشه. انمی جدید اهریمن رنگ سی. بهشون یه سری الان مارک جدید رو بهمون توضیح داد به اسم نوتوریوس مارک. اینا دشمنای قوی تر از الیت مابایی هستن که میدیدیم، سریعترن، بزرگترن و خب قوی ترن و از اینجا به بعد کلایو تو ماجراجوییش بیشتر میبینتشون. بالا سرشون هم یه مارک بنفشه. نه چه غلطی داره میکنی؟ یه دقیقه دندون رو جگر بگی. نمیشه اینجوری نمیشه. اینجا ببینم آها کجایی؟ عمرن دهن سرویسیه. دو دقیقه تکون نخور ببینم. نه دوباره چه دوربین یهو عوض شد، چه تلپورت بدی کرد. مدیونه درگی فکر کنم چی داره میشه. بیا اینجا. تموم، بالاخره بالاخره.
You didn't see that coming.
قدرت ایشون کی چیه؟ این یکی البته. یا خدا چقدر خوبه. 2300 تا ولی پولشه. ای
That must be the bridge.
اینم برداریم و بریم. الان یه چی از تو آب میاد بیرون.
So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden.
نه. او آبو پاک کرد.
Bear it out to sea.
آب تمیز شد.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
برگردیم پیش مارتا.
We're best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
No one survived then.
بله. هیچ کس زنده نموند.
Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
How? You couldn't have known.
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumors started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. But I assumed it was all just nonsense.
میگه همش تقصیر منه. کلایو بهش گفت تو از کجا میدونستی که بخواد تقصیر تو باشه؟ چرا اینو میگه؟ بعد مارتا داره میگه از چند ماه پیش یه سری شایعات بوده از اینکه یه سری سرباز خاص شبانه دارن به دهکده مختلف حمله میکنن تا بررا رو بکشن. یا از همون موقع باید حواسم رو جمع میکردم.
And picking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones. If those Imperials think they can come in here again and threaten my people, they're in for a rude awakening. Oh, before I forget, A Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Oh, گاوم برگشته.
Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers.
یه پوینت جدید داریم میگیریم و من منتظرم ببینم این چیه. زیر 600 تا پولی که گرفتیم یه آیتم، یه آیکان جدیده که توی سبزه بالا بشه. 5 تا گرفتیم، 25 تا در مجموع داریم. رفتم تو ابیلیتی پاور، دیدم اونجا نیست که بخوام ازش استفاده کنم. حالا کجا به دردم میخوره شاید جلوتر مشخص شه. برگردیم هایدوی.
Where's Gav?
I hear there's trouble.
Ah, Clive! How I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
Well, the two nations beat their shields. The rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the mother crystals.
گفت تا موقعی که همه دارن جنگ میکنن با هم، بهترین فرصت واسه اینه که بریم سراغ مادر کریستالا. 4 تا مادر کریستال دیگه مونده.
Drake's fang in Dalmekia, Drake's spine in Waloed, and Drake's tail here in the crystalline dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rosfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune, along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
تو چی داری واسمون؟ اوتوز کاونتر. خب مابقی فسیلیتی های هایدوی هم الان باز شدن. این که دا هانت برده احتمالاً، اینجا که موگل پاش وایستاده. یکی هم د پاترونز ویسپره و الیانت ریپورتس که همون گزارشه بود که میشن فری اینا رو نشون بداد.
What are we waiting for, indeed?
Oaks Cry Cliff. Already. جنوب روزاریا.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
اون بدبخت دیگه همه دارن پشت سر میذارن.
I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
دقیقا همیشه گوو میفرستن دنبال کارهای جاسوسی و اطلاع جمع کردن. اون نبرده اصلی خودشون میرن. به قول سید چیزی که مربوط به دامیننت هاست و تو هیته کاری اوناست، خاطر قدرتشون.
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
که قدرت شیوار میگیریم. این دقیقا 3 تا قدرتی که میخوام بذارم که همزمان ازش استفاده کنم. یکی فینیکس، شیوا، اون سومی هم اودین یا بهامت. یکی از این دوتا رو میخوام بذارم.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
من کاری به شما ندارم. با صلح و آرامش رد میشه. این وسط هم که درگیریه با این گلا. جاده رو ادامه میدیم. خودم در جریانم.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! Thought they were loyalists.
Jill, look.
Oh, Black Shield
must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn.
بلک شیلد ها سربازای جدیدن. همینا هستن که هی دارن میرن دهکده مختلف و همه بررا رو میکشن.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There is barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like...
چی داری واسه فروش؟
Welcome, stranger.
به درد خودت میخوره اینا همینطور همچنین. نه از شما هم که دارم. اینم که موزیکه.
Are you well?
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, the Empire
ظاهرا
gets.
توی منطقه یه بلک شیلد مرده و اونا اومدن دنبال سوال و جواب ببینن چه خبره.
Coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire.
We're going hunting for outlaws.
دیگه با کی میتونیم صحبت کنیم؟ آها اوکی. خیلی دوره حال نداره.
What did those knights want, Father?
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen him?
بله که دیدمشون.
At least I think there was a Black Shield. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harboring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out. Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you.
الدرشونه؟
Leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pool.
Then we shall be on our way. These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
اکچولی دوستم با مامانم روبرو بشیم و بکشیمش.
It's nothing. We still don't know.
واقعا مشتاقم اگر این اتفاق بخواد بیفته.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
دهکده بعدی از این سمت باید بریم.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
اوهو دوباره از این انمی ها. اینا اینجا چی کار میکنن؟
Ever since the Potter trip, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking you? The mother crystal's collapse?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
تموم شدن؟ آره. بریم. این از تو ما بقیتون متریال داد بهم. خب داریم برمیگردیم از این ور. رسیدیم به بلک شیلد.
More of my mother's men.
خب این وره که بخوایم بریم باید اینجا رو دور بزنیم. بذار آیتممو بردارم.
Blood, Clive.
And still wet.
یکی زخمی شده یا کشته شده ولی خب انداختنش پایین مشخصه. تو چته؟
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel.
آره میخوام بکنمش تو حلقت.
Oh, you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and
خیلی حرف
open
میزنی.
lasting doors. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again.
بیا اینجا ببینم.
I'll show you a true sort of pretend.
هیلش کرد دهن سرویس. کدومتونید؟ آها چرا گیر کردی این ور مپ؟ هیل نکن. مرسی کمشون آوردی. نایس. اون علامت رفتش دیگه. اون یه پوینت اضافتری که داشتیم میگرفتیم.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in ordeal. Guardians of the flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
شاید داشت بهتون دروغ میگفت.
Find something, boy. Death.
او جسد و جنازه میاد. شت، همه رو دارز، همه بررا رو کشتن. لعنت بهشون.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone?
I don't know.
این وقتش ترتیب مامانرم بدی.
But this.
Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
چستی جعبه ای. چرا؟ سیری که باید بریم این سمت. اوکی.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. No, I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith. They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
اینم میشه رفت. آره انمی هست ولی خب یه نگاه بندازیم بدی نیست. خوبه که حتما باید خیلی نزدیکتون باشین تا تریگر بشین، یعنی فایت تریگر بشه توسط اونا، اگر نه از موقعی که مارک خودم بیفته روشون میتونم فایت تریگر کنم.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better. That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Let us pass! My children are starving!
Have mercy.
Voice-ridden dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here!
Fuck off! Find the chinless bastards! Those crystals belong to us all!
I said, where were you, filth? Back to your sties! Cut you down where you stand! Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in.
باید یه جوری بریم تو بدون که متوجهمون بشن.
I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
احتمالا از اینجا بتونیم تونلی چیزی پیدا کنیم که راحت بریم تو بدون اینکه کسی متوجهمون بشه.
As long as it is abandoned.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for. This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
شهر مرداست عملا به لطف مادر کلایو. سیستم پرشش اصلا دوست ندارم، میتونست خیلی بهتر باشه.
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
تنشون میخوره. بیاین اینجا ببینم یه ایوی اتک خوب بخورید اول. حالا ایویی بعدی.
You're finished.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
اوه این پسر است.
It can't be.
نکنه خودشه.
When you died.
همونی که کمکش کرد موقعی که نوجوان بودیم رفتیم یه میشن با هم. شت آره خودشه.
I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
شت فکر کردم سوخته این بدبختم. سرویت با چیز بود، با جاشوا اینا بود.
We can speak inside.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after.
پس اون گروه Guardians of the Flame اینا هستن.
There is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge. Then so do we. Make ready. This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Ready.
Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
تو چی داری برای فروش؟
What is it you require?
ماشاءالله هیچ کدومتون هیچ چیزی به درد بخوری واسه من ندارید.
It has been an honor.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
داره همه جنازهایی که کشته بودن رو خاک کردم.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
بریم دعوا. میگه که کلا مرحله داستانی یه سری مرحله خب یه سری از کاراکترها بهمون میپیوندن تا کمکمون کنن تو اون مرحله. میگه بعد از اینکه حالا فایت تموم شد موفق شدید با توجه مسیری که کلایو میره دیگه اونا میتونن تو پارت تو نباشن و برن تو هایدوی.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Sideways.
Go along now.
The bastards are lucky.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
فرمان من مشخصه. نبرد تا مرگ. اولا اون ماجیکر دعیوس بزنم من.
What is it now? I told you. We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields.
حالا خواهیم دید.
Then come!
وقتش باستنتون رو بمانم.
For us area!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
خب حالا بیاین وسط. داشتی میگفتی
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battles for them.
بیا اینجا ببینم. اوکی. شما برین اونجا، من اینو میزنم. مرد؟ آره. یا پایین. به به، دوباره از این درگن نایت ها.
Albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
اینجا ببینم. اینم نوشه جان کن.
Keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
We finish him. To me, boy. There's our boy.
بیا اینجا. اینو بگی؟ اینم بگی؟ حالا بیا اینجا. برو خونتون. خوش گذشت.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud! My, Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again.
برید از ریشه قطع کنین مشکلو.
The nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die. and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
دوباره از اون پوینت بهمون داد.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to
او حداقل عمو آدم خوبیه. لورد بایرن.
Back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter.
یه سیل جدید.
It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
آره.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
پورت آیزولد. راسفیلد منر.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to her.
یه جور داره کارایی میکنه که مثلا اون قدیم با هم با عموی انجام میدادن که مثلا بدون این خود کلایو راسفیلده. چون عموی گفت کلایو راسفیلد خیلی وقت پیش مرده، تو نمیتونه اون باشی.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still?
اونم ادامه
I shall
دیالوگا رو
open the
گفت.
gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest madder in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster?
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us, then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
On your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Over there. Go on. She's a fine ship, isn't she?
پیله انگار یه یه جوریه
She'll bear us
رومون
across the
نیست.
boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
قشنگ اخماش تو همه.
Something on your mind?
دقیقا. حرف بزن.
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
یه جورای اعصابش از اون گذشته خودش و کاری که کرده خورده. اتفاقی که واسه خودش افتاده.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand?
یه جورای اون حسی که میخوای واسه تغییر خودت بدی وقتی میدونی یه گذشته پر از اشتباهی داشتی. یه مسیر جدید واسه جبران همه اتفاقات گذشته.
To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
واسه همین اپیزود کافیه. ما بقیه‌شو میذارم واسه اپیزود بعد. ظاهرا قرار اتفاق بزرگتری بیفته. میخوایم بریم سراغ یک دیگه از مادر کریستالا و محوش کنیم. عملا کلا داستان این شد که باید کل مادر کریستال سرزمین ولیسیا رو از بین ببریم، هم جلوی بلایت بگیریم، هم جلوی اغتشاشایی که رخ داده. و چی بهتر از این که حالا که همشون تو جنگن این کار انجام بدین، چون کسی حواسش به ما نیست. مرسی که ویدیو رو تماشا کردین. امیدوارم خوشتون اومده باشه و اگه دوست داشتین لایک، کامنت، سابسکرایب فراموش نشه اگه تا حالا ساب نکردین. و تا ویدیو دیگه بدرود.